A vibrator that can order pizza. With that, hello and welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for joining me. Today is going to be the first in a series of one of weird things I find on the internet. No, I have an acronym. Things I find weird on the internet. Things I find Tifwody. I don't know what the deal is lately, but like my Yahoo feed and every site I visit has like a bunch of recommended articles that are just the weirdest things ever, and I thought I'd share them with you. The first thing on the list is a vibrator, which apparently has a little device on the end that you can hit a button and it orders a Domino's pizza for you. What I'm concerned with is hitting the button a little bit too early and then you get a knock on the door and you're in the middle of, vibrating it up, and you're like, oh, snap, did I order a pizza? It's called a rub grub. A rub grub. That just makes this so much dirtier. A rub grub. According to a press release, this diddle and dine device. Who thought of that one? Who was in the meeting room and they're like, how do we talk about this product? And someone was like, we could call it a diddle and dine device, and then everyone else gave him a round of applause. Once a person programs their payment, delivery, and order information, the rub grub connects to your local pizza place through its application programming interface, or API, which is how two pieces of software communicate with each other. So whenever a person is done pleasuring themselves, they can order pizza by just pushing a button. It's all it takes, one quick push of the button. I wonder if people know, like the Domino's workers, if they know it's coming from a rub grub. They're like, oh, yep, Kathy's ordering a pizza again. That's like the third one in the last 2 days. Yes, Kathy's single again. The vibrator will only connect to Domino's at first, but Cam Soda Vice President Darren Parker predicts other national chains will jump on this product once they sense the buzz. Was that a double entendre? Once they sense the buzz? Here's what Darren Parker had to say about the rub grub. Masturbation, which ultimately enjoyable, can be a strenuous physical activity during which an individual exerts a lot of energy and burns many calories. Inevitably, once someone has climaxed, they feel lethargic and hungry. Now, in order to enjoy your Saturday night, all you need is your rub grub device. Get off and get stuffed. All with a quick click of a button. One quick click of a button and you will be stuffed. I don't know what's a joke here. I don't know, like, as he's saying this, just use our device and you'll be stuffed. Is that innuendo? I don't know. Get off and get stuffed. That is my favorite quote of all time. Now for a news story that's kind of scary. How about the doctor that went missing from the CDC, the Center of Disease Control? You know the guys that just work with diseases all day? They work to contain them and find cures for them. In order to find cures for them, they need to have strains of the virus around in the laboratory. Now this guy was starting to feel ill one day, and he decided to head home early. Except now he's missing, and he's been missing for several weeks. So this guy, who works with very dangerous diseases, felt sick and is now missing. Like, everybody should be searching for this guy. His phone, keys, wallet, car, and dog were all left behind at his house. Where are you? If your car keys are at your place and your wallet's at your place and you left your dog without telling anybody? Let's move on to a happier story. Mom says daughter on drugs who gouged own eyes out, now blind. Oh, that's not happier at all. Apparently this girl got high on tainted methamphetamine, started tripping balls, and she decided to gouge her own eyes out because the world was upside down and she needed to sacrifice her eyes to go to heaven. She quoted that famous Bible passage where Jesus comes in front of a group of people and he says, "My children, heaven is for the blind. So if you have not gouged your eyes out yet, then fucking do that now, bitches." Do you guys remember that video I made on the time traveler who claimed he was from 2118? Well, he's back, man. He's so back. This time, though, he brought a picture that he says he took in the year 2118. Kind of strange, though, because you had evidence several months ago when you first made this video, but you didn't share that with us then. Why didn't you share that with us then?
I chose to wait until now to reveal that picture to you, because I didn't know if the world was ready to see it.
So 3 months ago, when you made the first video, you didn't think the world was ready. What happened in the past 3 months where you're like, you know what? The world can handle it. The world can now see my super blurry, super vague picture. Dude, you're talking about floating robots.
A robot. It had no legs, and it floated a couple of feet off the ground.
And like time travel clinics and all the craziest shit, and you take a picture, this super wide picture of like two random buildings? Take a picture of a robot. Come on, bro. Watch how awkward this is.
I was happy to answer some of your questions, and I would like to come on again and answer any more questions that you may have.
I would like to continue milking this for views. Dude says he's living in hiding, and they're searching for him.
They are looking for me, but I'm living in hiding.
Pretty sure that the government is very good at tracking people down. They're gonna look up Apex TV, they're gonna find them, and if you come in for another interview, they're gonna nab you. You gotta know that. Dude, you were the first person to ever time travel. They know who you are.
And thank you for watching. Yes, you have a good day as well.
No one said anything. What do you mean you have a good day as well? No one said good day to you. Like, there's no audio of someone being like, hey, have a good day. None of that. Alright, we're moving on. You guys remember the blue dress, gold dress thing? That actually tripped me out because it was a split and I was in the minority side and I didn't understand it. This I don't understand at all. These are obviously jogger pants with a stripe down the middle. Those aren't two tiny legs. Although I don't know what's going on with the feet. They look like little cartoon feet. People are thinking that literally those are two individual legs. Come on, internet. Do better. Do better. Now for my favorite story. China cracks down on funeral strippers. What the f***, China? We can't even have a stripper at a funeral? Then what's the point? What's the point of life? Apparently, people in China, in order to get more people to come to their funeral, have been hiring strippers. Can you imagine that last will and testament? They're reading it out. Thank you guys for coming in today. I have Thomas's last will here. Billy, he is going to leave you his Land Rover. It has 200,000 miles on it. It's probably not worth much, but that's for you. And you're his youngest, Sarah. Sarah, he left you his collection of beer bottle caps. Take good care of them. Yeah, that's everything. What's that? What about the money? Oh yes, he did have $30,000 left over. Let's see here. Ah, here it is. He wanted that $30,000 used on funeral strippers. He also wanted you to charge a $5 cover into his funeral, and every keg hit would cost $2. So he leaves that to you guys to arrange. He did request though that you guys hire several specific strippers. Cinnamon, Sapphire, and also Big Breast Brianna. So I got the numbers here if you want to call them. Actually, you know what? I'll call them. Hey, Big Breast Brianna. Yeah, got a job for you. Another funeral, yep. According to the Global Times, scantily clad women in sexy lingerie and revealing clothes showing off their bodies in front of an electronic screen displaying a black and white headshot of the deceased with text reading, "We offer profound condolences for the death of this man," are now a modern part of funerals in some rural areas of China. I cannot think of a better way to send off people. Like in the olden days, they would put them on canoes and then fire arrows, flaming arrows at the canoe, and it would light up on fire. People would get buried in pyramids. Now we have strippers in front of digital displays of saying, "We offer our condolences," as a stripper grinds on the screen. And for a little bit extra money, she'll put her titties on the picture of your mouth. In describing a typical scene in which strippers perform at a funeral, the news site continued, "The crowd of pushed to climax, roaring with laughter, whistling, applauding, and cursing, as the performers sauntered into the audience to giggle their breasts and rub men's crotches. A reminder of no photographs allowed can occasionally be heard." Because that would be disrespectful. Taking photographs at a funeral? Come on now. I don't follow the Real Housewives, but apparently one of them went to jail. Her and her husband went to jail. Joe Giudice is serving a 3-year prison sentence from fraud. His wife Teresa told Us Weekly on Thursday that time behind bars is doing him well. He's lost 60 pounds and looks hot. Way to try to turn this into a positive. Like, you're accused of fraud. Like, yeah, it's for the best because he needed a kick in the butt to lose weight. Don't try to spin this into a positive. This is terrible. Dude's in jail and he's starving himself because he's eating prison slop. In the past, she has said that he has been in the prison gym and he has been doing yoga. and he's getting an education. The star is trying to get his GED. Don't stop spitting this. Teresa lost weight as well when she was in prison. The star shed about 10 pounds thanks to daily workouts and plenty of yoga. Well, that's good for her. It's good for her. Prison was good for them. No! They're turning my mindset. Don't spin this. For this final story, there was a clip of a dog taking down an attacker. I don't want to focus on that though. I want to focus on the awkward commentary. Check this out.
Oh, he hit right up on the grass.
What is that sound? He just went on the curb. Don't masturbate while you're leading a police chase from a helicopter.
This is, Von Carmen, I think. Let me get you a street here in a second.
Dude doesn't even know the streets. You gotta know your when you're up in the helicopter guiding police. Yeah, he's on the street that, oh man, I forget the name, but it's like, it goes north, I think.
Oh! He's at 8 o'clock.
Guys, he hit the curb. The police are right there. The police are literally right there. You don't have to you don't have to tell them.
He's at 8 o'clock, Patrick. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. He's out on foot now. He's trying to run, say, business complex, business area. He's got the dog coming at him. The dog takes him down right there.
He's got the dog coming after him. The dog takes him down. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3. The dog is your new WWE Wrestling Champion. All right, guys, that's gonna close the first and maybe last edition of Tiff Wody. Unless you guys want to link me to some weird news stories on Twitter or Instagram, then I'll make another one. I'm sure there'll be another edition at some point for sure. But help me out and send me news stories if you come across them that you think are weird. If you guys would like to stay on my channel, here's a good video. Here's another one. That's it. I love you guys. Have a great day.